Welcome back to our exploration of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald. In Part 1, we chronicled her final voyage. Now, we delve into the desperate search, the haunting discovery, and the enduring questions that surround one of the Great Lakes' most infamous tragedies. When the Fitz vanished from radar on November 10, 1975, it triggered one of the largest search and rescue operations in the history of the Great Lakes. The Arthur M. Anderson, which had been trailing the Fitzgerald, turned back into the ferocious storm to search for survivors. Coast Guard aircraft and cutters were dispatched, battling hurricane-force winds and monstrous waves. They scoured the icy waters of Lake Superior, but all they found was debris, life rafts, life jackets, and an oil slick, but tragically, no sign of the 29 men aboard. The search was a frantic, heartbreaking race against time and nature, but the Fitz and her crew had been swallowed by the lake. The search continued for days, but it wasn't until the following spring, on May 20th, 1976, that the wreck was definitively located. A U.S. Navy submersible descended nearly 530 feet to the lake bed. The images it sent back were chilling. The Edmund Fitzgerald was found in two large pieces, lying close together in the dark, cold depths. The bow section sat upright, its name still visible, as if defiantly staring into the abyss. The stern section was upside down, a mangled ruin of twisted steel. The two halves were separated by a massive field of debris, including taconite pellets from her cargo. The discovery confirmed the worst. The ship had suffered a catastrophic failure, breaking apart with incredible violence, likely in a matter of moments. Seeing the once mighty Queen of the Lakes in this state was a somber, sobering sight for all involved. The tragedy didn't just stay in the minds of sailors and investigators, it entered the heart of popular culture through the power of music. Just a few weeks after the sinking, Canadian singer-songwriter Gordon Lightfoot read a news article about the disaster and was deeply moved. He felt the initial reports didn't do justice to the human element of the tragedy. So, he penned what would become his most iconic song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. The haunting ballad, with its mournful melody and vivid lyrics, meticulously chronicled the ship's final hours. It became a massive international hit in 1976, immortalizing the ship, her crew, and the unforgiving nature of the Great Lakes. For millions of people, Lightfoot's song was their introduction to the story, ensuring that the names of the 29 men who perished would never be forgotten. It's a powerful example of how art can preserve history and honor memory. So, what really happened on that terrible night? Despite numerous investigations, no single theory has been universally accepted. The official Coast Guard report suggested that improperly secured hatch covers failed, allowing massive waves to flood the cargo hold. This gradual flooding would have caused the ship to lose buoyancy, eventually plunging bow first into a massive wave, leading to the stress that broke her in two. Another prominent theory, favored by many mariners, points to the ship bottoming out on the 6-fathom shoal near Caribou Island. If the hull was damaged there, it could have initiated the flooding and structural failure hours later. Supporters of this theory point to Captain McSorley's last radio transmission, where he mentioned they were holding our own. This doesn't sound like a captain aware of catastrophic flooding from his hatches. A third theory involves rogue waves. Some experts believe the Fitzgerald could have been struck simultaneously by 2 or 3 massive, abnormally large waves, often called Three Sisters. Such a force could have lifted the center of the ship while the bow and stern were unsupported in the troughs, snapping the keel like a twig. The sheer violence suggested by the wreckage lends some credibility to this terrifying possibility. The truth is likely a combination of these factors, a perfect storm of severe weather, potential hull damage, and the awesome power of the lake, all converging in one tragic moment. The story of the Edmund Fitzgerald is a powerful reminder of the respect that the Great Lakes command. She remains a solemn memorial, a protected gravesite for the 29 souls who went down with their ship. Their story lives on, a testament to the brave sailors who work these inland seas. Thank you so much for joining me for this two-part journey into the story of the Edmund Fitzgerald. If you found this story as compelling as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious.